Hey everyone, welcome back. This week's video should be pretty fun. I don't think we're gonna talk about too much. Really just gonna kind of go around to some new spots, try out some new challenges and see what we can come up with. But fun little update for the channel. I'm gonna be starting to stream on Twitch here pretty soon, so I can interact with all of you subscribers. The goal is we're gonna start out playing Warzone and discussing parkour, future topics for videos on this channel, video production, editing, art, pretty much anything you guys can think of. But I really want you all to engage and have a say in the content that this channel is going to be putting out. The stream is going to be super small, so if you're interested in kind of having a say in what type of topics we're talking about, head on over to twitch.tv/Balzac, and we'll be starting up the stream in the next couple weeks or so. But we're almost to the park, so let's get to jumping. So we're out here with Devin and Joe, and I found this tasty little ascent that I really want to try. So hopefully we don't get kicked off. Right foot here. Otherwise, yeah, you're off. That way I can go here, straight into it. That was clean enough for me. That was a good challenge to start the day. We have other spots we want to hit up, try and get some new challenges and see where the day takes us. Spotty number 2. So I want to try and plyo down all of these. The issue is it's slanted towards you just a little bit, so it's hard to roll in your momentum to the next plyo.
Nice.
All right, Joe found a spicy little add-on for the plyos that we're gonna check out. So after we come down here, plyo, speed step, we're gonna go up to here, run along, pull up over this, and then continue up the top and out. Should be pretty straightforward to connect together. The hardest part is gonna be the last climb up because it's a weird little, you have to step and then dyno up to the top of the rail, and it's kind of big, but we're gonna try and see if we can get that. So security is just kind of chilling at his front desk now. We're only gonna have like one take at it. Yeah. But we understand. We don't want you to get yelled at or anything, so.
So how much longer are you guys gonna be?
I mean, not very long. We're just working on this one little run there. And honestly, that one was okay, so if we have to get out, we can head out.
I don't see any, like, pressing. It looks like you guys are okay.
All right, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Hey, if we're here next weekend, I'll bring you some lunch or something. We're good. He said we can stay. He said we can stay. So we can stay. What a surprise. Yeah. He's like, oh, you guys are you guys doing parkour? I said, yeah. And he was looking down over there. Apparently that's where businesses are open or something, is down. And he said, I don't see anyone down there, so you guys should be okay. What a legend.
Hey everyone, quick intermission because you're going to need a little bit of context for this next part. So we went on to spot number 3 and we weren't recording, but once we got there, within a minute of getting onto the walls, we started getting kicked off by security. But rather than just saying, oh yeah, we'll leave, sorry, I tried starting up a conversation with the security guard, and this is what happened.
It's a different kind of sport, and a lot of people, I mentioned this in an old video, a lot of people think it's kind of just this goofy thing, you know, you just run around. Everyone thinks you just run around and be like, parkour. Exactly. The office. The office is where so many people are like, oh, that's parkour. Really get it. Yeah. Nah. That's so funny though that you actually follow some of it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of trying it?
I'm scared of heights.
You don't have to start at heights. There's a few people that subscribed and I've been chatting with, and parkour is all about just setting challenges that challenge you to yourself. Yeah.
Start out small.
Start out small and just, you know, see where your standing jump is. If you go to the gym at all, just work on standing jumps back and forth or plyometrics up onto a box. It's a great place to start. Then you just kind of start feeling how your body moves and stuff like that.
Wait, how'd you find him?
How did I find him? From the YouTube channel. I watched a bunch of people from the UK, and one of them happened to see his video and commented, and it popped up on my YouTube, and I ended up seeing that he was here in Phoenix, so I commented and hit him up. And
so you guys met recently?
Yeah.
Recently, like a month ago.
Yeah, like a month ago. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have someone to link up with instead of doing all this stuff alone. He trains alone too, and I was by myself, so it's kind of nice to have someone else to go out with.
It's tough when you're by yourself. You kind of get zoned in on a certain thing, and you forget to look outside the box. And when you're with other people, they get zoned on a different thing, and then you realize what they're zoned in on is different than yours, and you kind of combine them or shift gears and do something different. It just makes, it's a good way to creatively just open up spots. Because when you're by yourself, you just get very stuck sometimes on what to do.
Yeah.
So this wall here is far better than the bricks in Scottsdale. It's got this crazy corrugated wall, so it's very, very grippy. Makes climb ups much easier. All right, this is definitely gonna be a spot we're coming back to. There is a cool 180 sequence here that you can just back and forth, but the walls are tearing up my hands right now. So we're gonna move on. We'll come back to this one day and see if we can get it. All right, so we just got to another spot. This is what, spot 4 of the day. Joe's gonna hit this huge gap, gonna send it as per usual. So I found this spot actually back when I first started scouting locations, and I did my 9-foot pre-progression right here at this little spot. Boom, boom. There is security here. We've had luck with security so far today, so we'll see if we can get away with it again. We gonna sticky. I can get it closer. Corner of death. All right, so we did a skater collaboration. I think it's time to do a BMX collaboration. I feel like I'm gonna get smoked by his handlebars. I can hug the corner. Oh, here we go. Here's security. Is it okay if we just jump?
If you're just exercising on there, that's totally cool.
That's okay.
Yeah, they just don't want the bicycle. They don't want you guys to get hurt. It's all good.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you so much.
There's cameras in this place, I can see where
As long as you don't get in trouble for us being here.
you're totally fine there. You guys can certainly exercise.
Okay.
You know, I'll just say you guys around here doing good.
3 for 3. All right, so I think that about wraps it up for today's episode. We got a few things done. We had that cool little ascent at the very beginning. We went to that little fountain spot. Again, Phoenix is just full of fountain spots apparently that don't have any water in them. The desert, it just makes sense, I guess. At our second spot, we interacted with a security guard, and he actually ended up telling us that we could stay. It wasn't any issue. We got to our third spot, interacted with another security guard, and originally Devin and Joe actually were there the week before, and she kicked them off right away. And the one thing that they didn't do was try and chat with her. So we got to this spot here, and we had another security guard come out. And I just chatted with him. And today we were 3 for 3 on security guards letting us train at the spots. So next time you're out training, if you have interactions with security guards, I understand it may be different in the UK, and also it's very different here in the US depending on what city you're in. But rather than just assuming they're there to kick you off and be mean to you, just chat with them and see if they are okay with you staying, and sympathize with them. Say that we understand if we have to leave, we don't want you to get in trouble. And so far today, every single one of them were like, oh yeah, like I won't get in trouble, but we just want to make sure you're not getting hurt, which makes sense. But if you just talk to them, kind of explain what you're doing, so far they seemed very understanding. Again, just a quick reminder, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch every Wednesday night. I'll have an official schedule up so everyone can follow. But if you're interested in just having some more conversations about parkour, or discussing topics for future videos, I want you subscribers to be involved with that process of deciding what topics we talk about, what things you want to learn, and I can discuss them in videos and also on stream. On top of that, I'll also help any of you if you need some tips in regards to video editing or video production, because that is what I do for a living. So if you need help with how to edit your videos and do stuff, I can give you some tips to help with that. But I will see you all in next week's video.